Hey champions, it's Monday. I hope you're having a great day so far. Uh, I also hope that this week you spend some time setting some goals for yourself and working hard to accomplish those. That's what I usually do every Monday. I like the idea of goal settings and trying to hit what I'm trying to accomplish for the week. So I hope you're successful. I hope I'm successful, and that it's just a great week altogether. As always, I like to give shout out to other content creators that are doing some videos, and I just saw that recently Heads or Tails put out a video, and I haven't seen the full thing yet. I started watching it. I thought it was great. It's a gameplay video between the owner of Heads or Tails, Stevo, and his daughter. They're playing Idris versus Nubia, and in this video, instead of trying to go through, the gameplay and making it tailored towards people who are just getting into the game, uh, they did something that I really like. Is now focusing on people who already know how to play, because there's been a lot of great content from a lot of amazing people on how to play, where to start, all those kind of like basic beginner stuff, and that's stuff that we're still going to be focusing on. But there also needs to be content out there for people who are more advanced, and who already know all the rules to the game. So I'll leave a link in the description. Go check them out. Follow Stevo. He is the 2019 championship winner. The so far undefeated, because COVID didn't allow us to hold the championship last year. But this year, assuming everything goes as planned and we're able to host our championship, then he will be competing there, and you'll have an opportunity to dethrone him, or just watch his amazing gameplay and his amazing strategies. The other video that came out, Tabletop Gaming Guild has put out their box opening for Jaelara 2nd Edition, so if you want to go watch that, I'll leave that again in the description. I'll also be throwing up the little notification things up on the screen, so you can just click there and move forward. Also, in regards to yesterday's video, I put out, a personal vlog about some of my insecurities running this company, and just the responses were overwhelming. I love this community. I love how supportive everyone is, and on top of that, it's really interesting for me because so many of you I haven't met yet. We've only had these video conversations. We haven't had the opportunity to meet, but I still feel like you're friends, you're close friends, and that's a really amazing feeling in a lot of ways. So, thank you to everyone, and special shout out to Andrew for leaving a really long response on the Genesis webpage. I haven't gotten around to responding to everything yet. I just don't know how I can put into words what I'm feeling. So it's taking me a little while to respond, but know that I've read them all and that I'm just mulling it over. And lastly, before we get into the meat and potatoes of today's video, a new chapter of the Akasha Codex did drop today. It's a little bit more of a story building one, but I think very relevant for what's the next phase of, or the kind of climax and the ending of the raised chapters. So I'm excited for the next several, and I think this was a great setup to what's to come. All right, today I want to talk about Chronowalker. So one thing I was realizing the other day was that there's a lot of videos out there showing box openings, pack openings, talking about first impressions on the product, but we need to get more content out there about breaking down the cards. So, starting with Chronowalker, I'm going to be going through a lot of meta-relevant cards, a lot of cards that I think people would enjoy a bit of a breakdown for. So, starting off here, we got Chronowalker at 6 health. Awareness is just forward. Chi is 6. Affiliations, it's part of Jaelara and Axon. Creature type is a Reki, and I'll get into explaining what Rekis are. So it has a quick beckon, meaning that it can be beckoned at swift speed, where normal summons can only be beckoned at action speed, costing 17 aura to beckon. You have the basic attack 3 on it, and it has decoy. When it enters the arena, it swaps spots with the champion who beckoned it, and everything that was targeting that champion is now targeting Chronowalker. This allows it that If you are being bombarded by a massive attack, or you're having a moment kind of ruined because of a negate card, you can swap into the Chronowalker. The negate is going to target the Chronowalker, allowing your original action to resolve successfully. Chronowalker is really powerful in the regards that it can be used for the decoy. It can also just be used to have a body on the field at swift speed, or to give you some momentum. It allow you to move forward twice and then beckon the Chronowalker to move forward a third time and then do any swift abilities. So this allows for a really great change in tempo for any Axon-based champion, and capitalize off of just having more resources. So you get a lot of bang for your buck with Chronowalker. I think this is a great card, and this is why we see it as a staple in almost every single Axon deck. This card did see a reprinting in Welcome to Jaelara. In there, the decoy ability got errated to talk about how it's the transition here was in beta. The game, the rules weren't fully fleshed out. So when we talked about summons being independent of the champions, in beta, the game treated it as though after the summons beckon, it's still aware of who you references on the card. But when we moved to Welcome to Jaelara, we didn't have that association anymore. So when a card says you, like on Chronowalker on a summon, it means the summon itself. It doesn't mean an external entity. So that's why Chronowalker's ability had to be rated for the decoy, and we also saw this on Decoy Rabbit itself. Also, the other shift is moving the decoy ability closer to the beckon ability and putting the basic attack at the bottom. This really emphasized to players that the decoy ability exists, that it's tied to the beckon ability, and that you got to be paying attention to this core thing here, because people are usually just looking for the attack ability on summons. So this gave an opportunity for players to really focus on the decoy ability, because that's one of the amazing assets for Chronowalker. I want to throw up the art. So this is the original artwork from beta. So Chronowalker is a Recce. This piece done by Ramiana was a representation of what a Recce is. Recces are, Recces are a creature type that I created. They're essences. So instead of the idea of, you have trolls, goblins, krakens, all these other things, a Recce is just a ball of pure energy, but the energy it's based around is one particular essence. So Chronowalker is the essence of time. Now you think that the body and everything is the Chronowalker, but really it's that center sphere that's in its top left shoulder. This artwork was redone by Philip in Jaelara's second edition. In Welcome to Jaelara, where the Recce itself is between the torso and the hips, that ball right there. When a Recce is formed, it grabs the materials around it and pulls it together to create a host body for itself, to protect the essence of the creature. So those are the key parts about Chronowalker. I hope that as you open up this card in Jaelara 2nd Edition or any other pack, you give it a second look. It is a staple, like I said, in almost every Axon deck, and very, very powerful. It'll give you a lot more evasion, it'll give you a lot more aggression, and it'll just overall ruin your opponent's strategies. And the fact that it's 6G makes it really easy to slip into a deck. So look forward to seeing what decks you play with Chronowalker in the future. I think that's all I have for this video. If there's any card you want me to spend a little bit of time focusing on, I will love to kind of jump into that. But I think a good breakdown of all the different cards that are meta relevant, that are sought after, is kind of just a good thing to have as a list. So that's it for today. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.